Hey, bird. Afternoon, everybody. Us again. What are you doing, bird? On the front-facing screen, it's really hard to frame you. There you go. Where are you off to? There we go. Back on the camera, I can actually see. Bath? Not bath. I don't think she ever actually bathes in that bath, you know. I think she only ever uses it for floating food in and things. Hello! Okay. Hey, bird. It's another really nice day here at Squirkington Manor. Oh yeah, look, where could your food bowl be? Down there on the floor, where you threw it. Searching the jerky. Oh, what is that? Oh, it's a bit of dry, chewy meat. That's cool. That's all right. You can. That was jerky before you stored it, so that's fine. Ooh, you know. I was going to say, there's no way you're going to eat that bit on your own. Look, tell you what, let me hold it and then you can biff it. Oh, okay, all right. I need to get Magro. I'm trying to help you. I'm trying to help, bird. Yeah, like, I'll hold it, you tear it, okay? There you go. That's how helping works. This bit too, up here. Yeah? Okay, you want the whole thing? That's fine. I mean, you know your own what? I mean, I know you know your own mind and everything, but... Ah, okay. Needs to go in the cardigan. Do I get a tip then? Is that nice? Oh, no, you've dropped it. Come here. But I know I say this a lot. You're being weird. Stop being weird. She's going to stash that somewhere. She is going to stash that. Where are we going for stashings? Back in the gross rope thing. Keep Portland weird. Hey, morning, Mum. Yeah, it's lovely. Really nice. Been out in the garden all morning working, and yeah, really nice day. Morning. See, now you got a big pile of cat fluff on your cheek. Oh, you idiot. What you doing? Bird. There. No more cat fluff in your eye. You're welcome. What? Yeah, she's doing really well today. She's had a bit of a sit and shout at me and that kind of thing. She's had a good day. We've trimmed I've trimmed the cherry tree in front of her aviary slightly, so she gets a little bit more sun first thing in the morning. She gets like a little bit more morning sun. And yeah, I think it's spiced her up, hasn't it? Hey, bub. What do you reckon? slightly more solar power now. Hey, bird. It's funny how often you see birds sunbathing. How often you see them basking in the sun. They do that weird sort of thing where they sort of lean to one side and open their mouths and spread their wings out and stuff. And yeah, they're getting the vitamin D. It's great. Because I didn't realise birds did it. When you first got Sophie, she would stand on the female's computer desk in the window and would bask. And at first I thought, like, oh, she's crashed or something, you know, just like, it's really weird because she just sort of like stands completely still, just like panting for a good like 5 minutes while she sunbathes. Just like, is this normal? Yeah, no. I looked it up and yeah. Like occasionally you get blackbirds in our garden having a big bask. Yeah, totally, because they just look like they've... If it was a computer, you'd be moving the mouse to see whether they've gone onto screensaver or something. Just like, is this normal? A drop of water there, bird. Let me help you. Yeah, we should one day make a glossary of terms. Or scritch. Yeah, back on the charger. Oh, big wiggles. Well, Bree is just the noise she makes when she's happy. You get that little Bree noises. And normally on Saturdays, we do a hour version of this where we just, you know, we talk about biscuits and birds and all sorts of things. And because we're all sort of like locked in at home and can't go out and that kind of thing, I thought we'd do like little micro versions of that during the week, of just like, you know, just to give people something nice to do for like 10-15 minutes, just not think about all the stuff and just chill out with us. Here we are, Micro-Bree 44. I bet Periscope munges this one's upload as well as it did yesterday's. It chopped off the last like 5 minutes of yesterday's episode, and I bet it smooshes them into today's episode. Oh, bless, thank you. I have Sophie lunch breaks as well. I come over, like, that's my office over there. You can see my laptop and mouse and tripod and tea and all of that. And so yeah, that's my daytime office with my tea towel that's drying on the line and my new watering can that turned up today. Everyone's really excited about my new bright green watering can. Well, I say everyone, I mean me. I'm very excited about my green watering can, but I think that I'm excited for all of us. Let's say. Well, Sophie does have a partner, me. Magpies bond for life. Like most corvids, they'll bond for life. And yeah, on the day we went to get her, she picked me, and it's been me ever since. It is super green. Yeah, it's a little bit more green than it was Amazon. It was a little bit more green than I was expecting it to be, but I don't mind what colour it is really. It's just, I guess I'm not going to lose it. And yeah, I am Mr. Sophie. But she does have magpie friends. Adulthood is indeed being filled with a watering can of just going, oh, that's really good, isn't it? The handle's really nice. Oh, yeah. What was I saying? Yeah, and she does have many wild friends. She has like a whole bunch of wild magpie friends that come to visit her every day. But as per actual partner, it me. Oh, new mop. Have to sit down with all the excitement. It's a bit much, isn't it? After a while, it's a little. But shout, oh, cool. That is quite satisfying. Actually, she's doing something like that in the house, just sort of like going, yeah, fix that. Yeah, would not have been able to get around to that normally. But yeah. Oh, Fable the Raven talking to herself. I didn't see that. Bless. She's actually pretty cool with her magpie friends. The vast majority of her magpie friends, the wilds as we call them, she would have fed when they were babies because she's very maternal. Even though she's never had children herself, she's very maternal. And when they come to visit her when they're babies, they do the little baby wing flap thing that means to their parents they want food. And she rushes to go and get some food and feed the little baby magpies. So the vast majority of magpies that live in our garden and the surrounding area grew up with Sophie as their like third parent, as her auntie. So it's got to the point now that I even provide seating for them. So like this is the edge of Sophie's aviary here, and so they have like little perches outside where they can sit and they just sit together and they just chat. If you like lean out of our bedroom window really quietly so they don't notice, you can hear them talking. You can hear them just like ing away to each other. Yeah, so they can call in, sit on the guest perches and have a little catch up. It's very rare that I have to break up something. Like a couple of times a year I'll look out the kitchen window and go, ooh, is that dancing or is that fighting? No, I think it's fight dancing. I better break it up, sort of thing. And all you have to do is just like stand in the catio and cough loudly, and they're like, oh God, and fly away, sort of thing. No, she's completely chill with it. She's completely chill with Hello. Good morning. Yeah. Yeah, if they were super scruffy and really tiny looking, almost certainly a fledgling. Yeah. Come here. How's your claw? I could go for a cup of tea now, but if I had a cup of tea now, it would be like the 4th cup of tea I've drank today, and might be a bit much actually. I don't know. How many cups of tea are you supposed to have a day? I'm asking for a friend. Oh, and we're back. 10 cups of tea a day. Excellent. That sounds good. Yeah, maybe she's trying to stretch her. She hasn't made a lot of soup for the last few days because what I've taken to doing now is putting food actually in her nest. It means that when she does eventually flip a bowl, she doesn't lose all of her food. Doesn't it? Yeah, well, we try to make it like the right sort of size for her so she can fly around and that kind of thing, but also so there's loads of interesting perches, things to play with, that kind of thing. She has trained me. Yeah, I'm okay with that. I mean, if that's the... And she's also taught me magpie words and things as well, so I'm actually okay with that. What do you reckon, bird? I don't cultivate spiders, but I certainly don't get rid of spiders. You know what I mean? I don't sort of like, if I see a cobweb or something, I mean, I wouldn't anyway, sort of thing, but the worst thing is as well is like quite often I'll be in town or I'll be in a place and go, oh, Sophie would like that. A number of times I've come home with things and the female's gone, why did you buy that? It's like, I thought Sophie might like it. I came home with some Duplo, like the big version of Lego for like young children. I came home with like a bag of Duplo, and yeah, Sophie had fun playing with that for a while. Look at this huge bulb. Ground-based bulb. What you doing? What you doing? Ready? Oh, yeah. Hey, bird, look who's that. It's you. Yeah, it's one of those sort of things where you try to sort of like sometimes I've bought toys and she's gone, like these coloured discs and things weren't really successful. But then occasionally you get things and you go like, oh, well, I'll try that, see what she thinks. And they're an absolute winner. Like at the tambourine, I was not expecting to be... She has a tambourine here, you see. And I think this is like the 3rd or 4th tambourine she's owned. Because after a while they go a bit, gross. Because she squidges food and things into them. She squidges like raw meat and stuff into it. She does, she does like a mirror. She has a mirror, and she goes through phases of using it. She's getting a bit of cuttlefish at the moment, but when she's finished, I'll show you the mirror. There we are. Right. Normally with her toys, what happens is if they don't get played with within like a week or so, I just quietly make them disappear. So she does have a mirror here. It's one of those sort of like stainless steel ones you get from camping shops rather than a glass one, because that would be a nightmare. But yeah, so she has a little mirror there so she can see herself and adjust her hair. Oh, I thought I saw Chunky Robin then. One of those things where you see something moving out the corner of your eye. Yeah, the mirror didn't help then at all. No, she would. You would think she would. Yeah, but she managed to get. That's reminded me of the time someone put it on her head. I'd forgotten about that. And the worst thing about that is how hilarious I found it, in spite of being nearly 47 years old. Yeah, we've quite often had little food puzzle toys and that kind of thing. It seems like a good rule of thumb is if it's suitable for a toddler, it's probably a good magpie toy. Yeah. A couple of years ago, I found her one of those sort of like beads on a curly wire toy, which she had fun with for a while. She had quite a bit of fun with that. And after the question that went past a little while ago, she doesn't notice when I change. I mean, she notices me changing the tambourine, definitely, but I always buy the same tambourine each time. I mean, God help us if the people I buy the tambourine from discontinue it or go bust or something. But yeah, currently she's had like at least 3 identical tambourines. Yeah, that's about the going rate, I think, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah, like, when I log into Amazon, they're like, oh, this is the okay. Get through a lot of tambourines, get through a lot of abacuses. I think that is abacus. I think that is abacus at least 4. Oh God, please don't discontinue the tambourine model X7. It's my birthday. It's not my birthday for a while. It's my birthday in middle of July. Is my birthday, so well, I will celebrate being 47 years old. I'll celebrate being in my late 40s. She likes all sorts of things to snack on. What happens is, I'll show you. She has 2 food bowls. She has the bowl of kibble here, which she pretty much disregards, but does eat a bit of. And she has this bowl here, which normally is not on the floor. It normally sits in this, there. And that's full of, I think I am Cancer, 17th July. I think that makes me a Cancerian, I think. Which is full of things like mealworms, suet pellets, sunflower seeds, that kind of thing. Hey, Ken. and bits of beefy strip, which is just like cut up into chunks, like beef chew toys that suitable for dogs, that kind of thing. And yeah, that's like her main food bowl, and that allows us to change it. Oh wow, cool. Hey, happy birthday for tomorrow. Cool. Yeah, so she has these food bowls, and it enables us to sort of like change up her food bowl content. She always has like the mealworms and the suet pellets and the beefy strip and that kind of thing, but there's always like one or two things that are different every day. So she'll always have. You have to give them something crunchy every day because it helps keep their crop clean. It helps keep their birds have like a little pouch down here. Have a little pouch under their chin that they fill with food. So if they're out and flying around, they can store food in that little pouch and fly back to the nest and that kind of thing. And so you have to make sure that pocket, that crop, stays clean. And it's easy to do that by giving them something crunchy to eat, like half a like a rich tea biscuit, or in Sophie's case, her favourite is a mini shredded wheat. And yeah, so it's dry, and it's sort of like it scrapes their crop clean, and also it promotes salivation, so their crop stays nice and clean and healthy. And you just give them something crunchy because it's fun to biff it as well. What do you think? Apart from the fact you're getting your shoulders in your eyes, what do you think? Sophie. She's super content. It's one of those sort of situations where if I thought she was in any way not content, I certainly wouldn't do streams and Twitter accounts for her and that kind of thing. It's one of those sort of situations where I'm able to do the ahoy Frank, ahoy hoy. I'm able to do these things because I know that she's healthy and that kind of thing. Very few books. There aren't that many books on this sort of topic, really, that I could find. It's mostly just information we've gathered from other people, and I read a lot of weirdo web pages. You know, I'm one of these people that I tend not to read a lot of fiction books. Most of the things I read is like textbooks and that kind of thing. And yeah, you give me like a workshop manual for an obscure old computer or a car that hasn't existed for 40 years, and I'll happily read that. But I have real difficulty making it through fiction. Weirdo web pages, yeah, it's great, isn't it? I was reading a thing a couple of days ago about the magnetic flux the magnetic flux variance of floppy disks. You can image the contents of a floppy disk by taking readings of the magnetic flux of each part of the floppy disk. You can actually reconstitute the contents of the floppy disk without needing to spin it, just by sort of like taking tiny readings of the magnetism coming off it. And it's just like, that was a fantastic evening of just like total nerdness. I love the way she completely flubs up like this. So just like opens up all of her vents. She's got a little vent at the back here that she opens when she's warm. She's got all of her under feathers out and everything. You can even see the layers there of where her under feathers go. And yeah, this is Sleepy Magpie. Yeah, that stuff like that is crazy. Stuff like that is absolutely crazy. It is. It's lovely and warm. It doesn't feel quite as warm as it was yesterday. Yesterday was really hot. Yesterday was just t-shirt weather, but today it's t-shirt and maybe a thin cardi. Non-Newtonian liquid, yeah. Oh no. I hate it when things just like conk out like that. I fix computers for a living sort of thing, but every time my desktop computer conks out, I must admit I just buy another one because I can't face I can't face trying to fix it, sort of thing. Oh yeah, every day, definitely. Oh blimey. Yeah, we come and, I mean, irrespective of like the little broadcasts we do and stuff. Oh yeah, I interact with her very regularly. Like 23 today. No way, really? Doesn't feel that warm. Oh yeah, no, the watch agrees with you. Blimey. And so yeah, I mean the thing is with birds as well, is that people forget that they are you need to give them as much attention as you would a cat or a dog or something, definitely, if not more. So yeah, I come out to see. So it's different now because I'm at home all the time. But when I was going to an office to do my job, I would come out and see Sophie first thing in the morning before I left for work, play with her for like 20 minutes or so, and then go to work, come home about 3 p.m, play with her some more, and that kind of thing, So yeah, you have to, 22 now with a height of 33, yikes. Speaking of work, I should probably get back to it. Oh, I hate it so much. Honestly, expecting me to do work for money. It's the cheek of it, eh? Right, so thanks for coming, everybody. It's always lovely to see you all. We'll see you all again this time tomorrow. Well, this time tomorrow. We'll see you tomorrow. Hopefully I don't get too much crap on a Friday. If you've just stumbled across this on Periscope and you'd like to follow Sophie on Twitter, her Twitter handle is @BreeSophieBree. Or if you Google Sophie the Magpie, Google can put you in touch with everything you need. Ah, thanks for coming. Bless. So we'll see you all again tomorrow. Stay safe, gang. Bye for now.